Tinkatink carries a hammer that she apparently creates on her own using iron scraps. In her Scarlet Dex entry, it even says that her hammer is often stolen at times by Pokemon that eat metal. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Handy Manny can keep making herself more hammers at will, so it's not a big deal. Tinkatuff levels up this hammer, and the ponytail, by putting a large metal plate around it. That hit's gotta hurt way more. As Tinkatuff lives in ruins around Paldea, apparently she has access to plenty of metal. But her Scarlet and Violet Dex entry says Tinkatuff will attack Poniard and Bisharp to get their metal and create a large, sturdy hammer out of it. Kind of gruesome if you think about it. But now we get to our misleading name portion of the video. Because Violet's Pokedex entry states that Tinkaton's hammer weighs 220 pounds. Only just over 10% of a ton. However, Tinkaton's total weigh-in is only 248 pounds. So optimistically, we're saying that a 28-pound Pokemon carries a 220-pound hammer. Anyway, I know I'm being too literal and analytical here and I'm going off on a tangent, but the hammer was made from what looks like Tinkatuff's hammer, but with a ton of metal added plus a whole axe on top. Plus, of course, it's super hyped that Tinkaton gets a signature move out of this in Gigaton Hammer. Not a lot of Pokemon have their objects get signature moves. Also, there's no other way to conclude talking about the Hammer Pokemon herself than bringing up the best use for a Pokemon object ever. Knocking rocks into the sky, aiming for Corviknight. Poor Steel Bird. All I can say is don't let this thing make it across the pond to Galar, or we've got some national defense issues with this girl knocking humans out of the air while they're riding their Corviknight taxis.